Jayabrata from Assam Royal Level University, teaming alongside Suresh Bodhar. Honorable Speaker Sir, shall I start?
Yes.
Greetings, Honorable Speaker Sir and this august gathering. A worthy members of the proposition came here, established the motion and then spoke. But they really forgot to speak everything which the entire agenda speaks about. They have been mentioning about in the age of social media, but what's the exact definition of social media they pretended? What's the exact meaning they wanted to portray in the entire house? The members of the proposition came here and mentioned that there are few people who are having attention seeking disorder, and probably I am one of those few having this attention seeking disorder, because I would like to drag your attention towards the topic which the members of proposition have clearly failed to doing so. Now moving forward to my constructive arguments, one of the worthy members of proposition highlighted about most of the people during the COVID pandemic, they used to take 2 kgs of rice, they used to go to a particular place and they used to take selfies while giving this 2 kilograms of rice. And that's completely wrong, and because there is no impact. But actually there is an impact which the members of proposition by mistake have established. And what's that mistake? By mistake they have established? That is, just because of their social media click or just because of fitting into that society, multiple members of the entire society came here, donated an amount which was really required for the society. Moving on to another argument, another worthy member of proposition highlighted about multiple times we only plant saplings in World Environment Day, and actually that's the beauty. That's the beauty of World Environment Day, because it reminds us that every time we have to take care of our earth. Every time, though just a single sapling, maybe out there, as the worthy member mentioned, that those saplings might die. But out of those 100 saplings which have been implemented into that soil, there will be one sapling which will become a tree, and that tree gives us a hope that yes, there is something which is required in this society and that which we should follow on. Because just because a World Environment Day, just because of formality, will not go all around plant saplings and maybe a tree might come up, because if there's no World Environment Day and we are not going for just a social media click, but that social media click is helping us, forcing us to implement that sapling which one day might become a tree. Another worthy member of the proposition highlighted that multiple times there have been social media clicks. In those social media clicks, multiple people have been highlighting all eyes on Rafah, all eyes of Israel and XYZ. But now, just to fit into the society as per the words of the members of proposition, and without knowing anything about the Israel-Palestine war, if those entire all rights on Rafah have not been circulated over social media, how will we even got to know that there is a chaos going on in the entire world, there is a humanitarian crisis going on in the entire world, there is a violation of multiple UN Charter and UN resolutions have been going on, just because of that post of all eyes on Rafah. At least those people were not even aware of that Israel and Palestine war or the conflict which have been going on in the entire scenario. Those people are now aware of the same scenario have been going on. At least they know that what are the things going on and what actions have to be taken forward. Apart from that, in the recent time we have clearly seen in the region of Guwahati, in the Diglipuguri area, we have seen that there are a lot of trees cutting going on. And there have a lot of activism by the provocative actions which have been taken just by a protest. Now, if that protest would have not went to social media, there are very high chances it would just have been a small protest going on in the entire region, and hardly GMC could have even highlighted or responded to it. But just because of the reason that it went all over social media, a issue in Guwahati went into Dibrugarh, Jorhat and multiple regions, and that was the reason the government was forced to apply multiple stances of the Act of Government is 1785, and because of that particular reason, it have came into action that multiple actions and press releases were given by the government. And even after hearing all this statement, if still the members of proposition are quite adamant to this statement, it quite reminds me that the greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. Unquote. Thank you, Honorable Speaker Sir. Thank you, August Gathering.